So welcome back to the channel. Justice is eventually served as Osinachi's husband has now been finally sentenced to death by hanging. And it is sad because you have children now that have now lost two parents. And unfortunately, this is why I cannot get behind the concept of staying for the children. I don't, that's just something I cannot get behind, because at the end of the day, what makes you think you are even going to have the ability to actually be there for the children you are staying for? I mean, Osinachi was a very successful gospel singer who eventually became a victim of domestic violence, who was murdered by her husband. And my understanding from what is available in the public is that she did everything to stay for her kids. And is it really worth it to stay for the kids when you might eventually be unalived, and the very kids you want to stay for, you can't even be there for them? Once it becomes a domestic violence situation, I don't think staying for the kids is ever the solution to the problem. I think you can live. If you can live with your kids, fine. If you can't live with your kids, maybe you might have to love your kids from a distance. It's not the end of the world. A lot of those kids are going to survive, and a lot of them are going to turn out well if they are in the hands of people who actually can take care of them and raise them like their own, which is the situation these kids have now been forced into. And some of them will be fine, and hopefully perhaps all of them are going to be fine. So I don't think it's ever worth it to stay in a domestic violence situation for the children, because you might just not be able to be there for those children. I hope that this execution is made publicly. I hope it is available. Videos are available. We can see it online, because I think it's about time we start making scapegoats out of a lot of these men. I understand women can be domestic violence perpetrator too, because I know some people are going to tell me now that men are not. Some men are victims too. I understand some men are victims, but generally speaking, it's not reasonable to say the vast majority of victims of domestic violence are women. So I think it's about time we start to make scapegoats out of people who think just because you are stronger than your wife, you should be able to abuse them domestically. So I hope the execution is made public. I hope we can see it online. I hope we can have some type of record so that we can show people how we are going to treat them as a society when they choose to engage in domestic violence. So it's very sad, because those children don't deserve this. It's not their fault. They didn't choose to come to this life, and neither did they choose their parents. But at the end of the day, that is life. I just hope that these kids and get enough care, and I hope that this doesn't damage the kids for the rest of their life, and they can still make something very, very good out of their life. So this is going to be a very short video. I don't think there is much to say about this. Osinachi has been gone since 2002. The kids are already in the care of somebody else, and I've actually seen a lot of people who are complaining for the sake of the kids that they should reduce the sentence to some kind of life sentence. I don't even know what that even means. In what way does that even make sense, when even if it was a life sentence, the man will still never be able to get out? And if he's not even out, of what use is he to the children? So what's the point of minimizing it to life sentence? Did he minimize this to just harming her physically and not having to take her life? He didn't. And for me, if you intentionally and premeditatedly take somebody else's life, I don't think you deserve your own life. I don't think so. So for me, I have no feelings for the man. The only person I only care about right now are just the children. And the man is not beneficial to the children in any way, shape, or form. Then why not just get him the capital punishment? Let's make a scapegoat out of him, so that you can at least send some message to other people that this is unacceptable. You don't get to just violently assault your wife or abuse your wife domestically just because you think you can do it and get away with it. So that'll be the video. Please like and subscribe. I see that a lot of the people who watches these videos haven't subscribed yet. So please subscribe as much as possible and like the videos. It really, really does help the channel grow. So thank you, and see you on the next one.